Hey, Dee here, and I wanted to share a little bit of how I have been able to build a successful business in less than 12 months and still growing towards being super successful. And there's three things for me that have really stood out in my journey over the last 12 months. The first one was deciding to do it my way. I went Frank Sinatra on it. Rather than trying to be a version of a successful entrepreneur, trying things that I'd seen other people do, I actually decided to discard a lot of what I'd spent a lot of time learning and instead focus on my natural skills, my natural strengths, my own personality, what I love to do, and also design a business around what I didn't want to do as well. But the first real thing that took the cap off my success was giving myself permission to do this in my way. And you see that now because literally my way is there's D in every single product name. My face is splashed all over the place, something that I would have never done before. Oh, the shame of doing something like that before. And also how I showed up. I show up me. I curse every now and again because I curse in real life. But I share my opinions. I'm authentic and I'm true. And that feels good for me. That's a really good place to be. And as soon as I started to show up that way, things started to change. I started to get ideas that I hadn't got before. Detox was the first one of those. And that was the second thing that helped me be successful in less than 2 months. It was going with my ideas when they weren't totally ready. Just grasping at something and trusting my intuition that an idea I had was good and then running with it, even though it hadn't been perfectly designed, T's crossed, I's dotted. I went with it anyway and trusted myself that it would work. And any of you who've done detox will know that my first detox, the 30-day challenge, I designed those daily homeworks the night before, the day they were needed, because I was watching what was going on in the groups. I was listening to my customers. I was doing it really in the flow, in the moment, in a way that I usually work. I like to work last minute. I'm not great at the planning preparation. I have to try really hard to do it that way. And that's why detox worked, because I designed it in the moment for what my customers' needs were at that point in time. So being me, trusting my intuition and my ideas and running with them even when they weren't ready. And 3, continuing to learn and be flexible. So it's not as if everything has gone perfectly in these past 12 months. Not, totally not. There's been a lot of good stuff and there's been a lot of learning. So I still keep a very open mind as to what failure is. So even though some things I've not got the results that I wanted, I've looked for the lesson in that and I've learned from it, and I haven't been afraid to change, to pivot, to be flexible, to do something different until I get the results that I want. So when I'm not seeing the results, the first question I ask myself is, what's the lesson in this? What could I do differently? Remember, insanity is doing that same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's not possible. So keeping an open mind, be willing to flex and pivot and not beat myself up with a stick when I don't get the results I want. Look for the lesson and move on. Promise you, if you do those 3 things, they will go a long way to helping you be successful in whatever business you choose or whatever career you choose. Be you. You can only do you. Just grab your ideas, trust your intuition and run with them even when you're not ready. And keep learning from your lessons. Learn from the failures, learn to be flexible, and keep moving forward.